on the season going up against the Christian Academy Warriors. They're coming in tonight at 2-4. Right now, it looks like the Lady Warriors from the Christian Academy are ranked number 11 in 1A, while Eastern is ranked number 13 in 2A. I got to see Christian Academy earlier in the season in their scrimmage, and definitely a very improved team from a year ago. They definitely have some youth coming in, quite a few freshmen that they're playing on this varsity team, and no doubt that they're going to be ready to go. The record may or may not indicate maybe what they're capable of. They have had a tough schedule to start this season. They started, they got beat at Shaw, and Shaw's having a nice start. Borden, obviously strong, plays them to an 8-point game, then play Austin. So 3 games in a row, just right out the gate, because they're having some tough contests. Get a win at West Washington, Lanesville, and then get beat Tuesday night at Providence. So again, Christian Academy, kudos to them for kind of beefing up their schedule, and they're definitely going to try to go and play the tough teams and try to get themselves ready for the postseason. But for Lady Musketeers, again, we're trying to keep a perfect record as we go into our 5th game. We've got to turn around Saturday night, play against Brownstown Central. Again, can we go 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0? How long can we keep this winning streak alive? I know that these girls are ready to go for that. Talk just a little bit about both of these teams. First off, for Christian Academy, they're coming in. There's a freshman that's going to be, Rachel Jones, coming in averaging about 16 points a game. Really, probably their big surprise. I don't know exactly where she came from in the parochial schools. You kind of never know. But coming in and making a big difference in their first 6 games, 16 points a game. Then the junior Carly Stevens, she was, I think, one of their leading scorers. I know they graduated probably the 1,000-point scorer last year, but Carly Stevens averaging another 12 points a game, another 4 rebounds. Their center there in the middle, that's going to be Jackson, Addison Jackson. She's averaging about 8 boards a game, and again throws in another 4 or 5 points a game. She seems to get all the dirty work and just kind of get the cleanup baskets and those kind of things. I mean, really, it's come a long way over her 4 years in high school. For the Warriors, they're just having 3 seniors, and then really on this varsity roster, they've got 5 freshmen on their varsity roster. So quite a bit of youth, quite a bit to look forward to in the future for this Lady Warrior team. Meanwhile, for the Lady Musketeers, again, was coming in at 4-0. Right now, we're being led by Addie Smith, averaging 11.8 points a game. City Burton at 11.3 and 8 rebounds a game. Katie Honor averaging 8 points a game. Bailey Robbins, 7.3 points a game. Liza Sterrett had that big game last week, averaging 6.3 points a game. Bailey Traynor averaging 5 a game. And then Avery Smith, 3.8, throwing in 6 rebounds. Really, just this is such a balanced basketball team that I have to imagine we're a tough matchup for anybody. I said that before on the radio. But this team, it's awkward just how balanced they are. You don't have just that one person that's just going to go out and put up 25. But I think we got 3 or 4 girls that are capable of that on any given night. Just seeing the unselfish play has been really exciting just as a fan to see kind of what's going on. Right now, Eastern's averaging almost 14 assists per game, which is just a really nice number. And then also averaging almost 14 steals a game. It looks like we're averaging about 30 rebounds a game. I think that is going to be a number tonight. Can we keep Christian Academy off the glass? I know that's kind of where Jackson thrives. Is can she just get those cleanup buckets? Can she keep battling inside? For Christian Academy, they're averaging about 24 rebounds a game. So Eastern with about a 6 rebound advantage. Far scoring wise, Christian Academy's been scoring in the 40s. Most of their games have been in that realm. You're looking 37, 40, 38, 50, 50, 27. So they're going to try to keep that a little bit slower. No, when I saw these girls, they definitely played zone, and they're going to try to keep that contained in the half court, make you just pass and pass and pass. And then the team that I saw, they played zone as well. Christian Academy was just as patient as can be. There was not going to be in any kind of hurry. Obviously, what we've seen out of these Musketeers is we'd love to play in the 60s. We'd love to play in the 60s, maybe even 70s. and get the pace up and down. I have to imagine that Coach Drury's going to come out and throw the press at them and keep this tempo at a high pace and see what this freshman can handle. Can she handle the pressure at this level? I don't know. From what they played, I would put a lot of money that Austin. I haven't seen these games, but Austin would have pressed them. Borden would have pressed them, and I'm sure Providence would have pressed them. So I'm sure that Coach Drury has seen those games and said, "Hey, it's probably going to be a recipe for success for us." Again, Eastern averaging 56 and holding teams to about 40. I don't expect anything less tonight. I feel confident that Eastern's going to be able to pull this one out tonight. Not to jump ahead, but again, I think we just got too many weapons. And if you look at John Harrell, I think Harrell's got us winning by 18 or 20, something like that. And just know that we're going to be ready to go on this Thursday night. The girls have had a few odd days. Tuesday we were off with the snow, and then Wednesday the students had a day off in our school because of professional development. So the girls had a couple of days off, and so I'm sure that they're just ready to get moving and get going. The other thing is, again, you never want to overlook, but I know that they're looking to Brownstown, and we've got a team that I think we can be really successful. Brownstown's got quite a bit, had so much success. The students had told me that a girl up there had gotten hurt. I hate to see injury, but that's what we're going into Saturday night. I think they're a top 10 team. So what can we work on today? What can we tune up? What can we improve over tonight's game that gets us ready going down the stretch as we finish out some tough, decently tough schedule before Christmas. We got Brownstown. Then we're going to go to West Washington next week. We kept that Orleans. Orleans the top 10, 118. I think they're number 5 right now. We're playing in the Cheatham Classic. I know we drew Madison. Madison's going to be one of their stronger teams in the past several years. So again, we've got a lot to get ready for. And then coming back in January, it seems like we get all kinds of. We finished the season with some of the toughest teams in the area. So again, I think it's going to be interesting. What kind of statement can the girls make tonight? What can we continue to work on? I know that Coach Drury is going to say we got to tune up. We got to fine tune the small things. Can we limit our turnovers? Can we making sure we're getting a consistent block out every single possession? Can we make sure we're just being crisp and clean on our screens and all that kind of stuff? I think this is one of those games. Not that you want to overlook or anything like that, but I think it's one of those games where we can say, hey, let's get to work. Maybe try some different lineups, some different combinations that we haven't seen. Maybe shorter minutes and just quicker turnover with personnel. I think that you got a great opportunity to make that happen tonight. For the other games in the area, we've got quite a bit of action going on tonight. Talk just a little bit about those. We got just about a few minutes here. In this area, obviously, we've got this game tonight. Corden is playing up at Scottsburg. Scottsburg is 0-7 right now. Corden 4-4. I know that's going to be a good conference matchup. I think Corden's going to be the favorite there. Crowsville's playing at Milan. We typically don't cover Crowsville. They're definitely going to be a conference opponent for us now, so we'll try to throw them in the mix every time we can. Other games in the area tonight that may be interesting. Henryville, Lanesville, a conference game. I think that's going to be a really good game. I think Henryville's probably the favorite. They're going to go up tonight. Henryville's got to go to Lanesville. We just saw them last week. I think it's going to be an interesting conference game. Jeff's playing at Floyd tonight. I think Floyd's the favorite. I think Coach Hickey's got those girls playing well. They've gotten off to a really good start. Jeff switching coaches mid-season is always tough. That game is going on tonight as well. Mitchell playing at West Washington. So best of luck to the Lady Senators as they host Mitchell tonight. Duwash playing at Borden. Again, Borden they're firing all cylinders. They're 6-1. I think that they are number 2 in 1A, the number 2 team in 1A. North Harrison playing at New Albany tonight. Ferry Central playing Crawford. Crawford, again, I know we had a really good game against them, but I think that's going to be a really, really great contest tonight. Ferry Central 6-2. Providence playing at Trinity Lutheran tonight. Salem playing at Paoli tonight. That should be a very good match. Salem's 1-6, struggling a little bit to start. Paoli struggling 2-5. I think that'll be a good contest. So Seymour playing at Brownstown. Again, I'll be curious to see how this one plays out. Again, I heard that one of Brownstown's players had been hurt. We'll see how that all shakes out. So again, lots of good action in Southern Indiana tonight. I look forward to seeing if I get a result. I will kind of try to share that out to the best of my ability. But we're going to get ready to go here. We're going to have the national anthem in starting lineups. We'll be back in just a few minutes. This is Jake Johannes. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
Hi, this is Becky White at the John Jones.
Keep you rolling all season long. And don't forget our fall sales event with huge savings on Chevy Silverados, Traverses, and Equinoxes. Yep, whether you're tailgating, lease piling, or just trying to beat that first draw, John Jones GM City has the deal to keep you comfortable and confident behind the wheel. Plus, we've got locations close to home in Salem, Borden, Scottsburg, and Greenville. John Jones GM City, your hometown dealer for every season. You see so many because they paid so little.
Call today at 812-570-5307 or find them online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
Beauty of fall is upon us, and that means prices are falling so you can rake in the savings at Philip Martin Store. Our display floor is full of beautiful quality name brand furniture like bushline beds, living room suite, recliners, rockers, tables, and lamps, an array of styles of fabrics to suit any decorating needs you have. And with the holidays quickly approaching, now's the time to replace your flooring with new carpet, vinyl, tile, or hardwood. From Mohawk, shawls, seating seats, bowling, parquet, or Somerset hardwood. We have a huge display of these styles, patterns, and colors to choose from, and every day low, low prices. Philip Martin Store offers you free estimates, professional installation by our own installers, and 6 months same with cash on all merchandise and appliances. We also offer free Christmas layaway. So this fall, why not drive on out to the country and save a lot at Philip Martin Store? No sales gimmicks to run. We just sell every day at low, low prices on top quality name brand merchandise and appliances. Philip Martin Store is located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg. Well, feel free to give Janice or myself a call today at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcasts of the Eastern Musketeers girls volleyball and wish them great success today at the regionals. When you need feed or other supplies for your farm, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill in downtown Pekin and see their selection today. Come see Junior and Yvonne for all your feed and fence needs in downtown Pekin. They have everything to get you ready for the fall and winter season. Stop in today at Sullivan Feed Mill, serving you from downtown Pekin since 1941, or call 812-967-3472 and find them on Facebook. Go Musketeers!
We ran so many different defenses. I apologize to the technical difficulty. This was 100% my fault. We ran several different defenses against Christian Academy. Let's go back to their starters as I think I had something muted. I'm so sorry. For Christian Academy, they're going to have Mason Jackson, the senior. They're going to have Carly Stevens, and then Rachel Jones, then Addison Jackson, and then looks like number 10, Josie Ammons. Again, we'll see how the freshman matches up against whoever we got. Right? I know that we ran a whole series of different defenses. I'd be curious kind of what they come up with. I imagine we're going to be pressing right out the gate. So we'll see if that's going to be able to wear this freshman down and keep her out of the scoring column, putting up 20-25. For the Lady Musketeers, we're going back with Sydney Burton, Katie Honor, Avery Smith, Bailey Robbins, and Addie Smith. Avery steps to jump going up against Katie Ammons. It's not normal that Avery has a height advantage on the person that's jumping, so that's exciting for us. Avery tips it to Addie Smith, gets it up to Honor. Honor takes it to the baseline, tries to drive. A little ugly, finds Avery, puts it up no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Jackson. Carter's even bringing it up. Looks like Eastern's going to be in a man-to-man. Gets it over there to Jackson. Jackson back to Stevens. Back door there to Jones. It's going to be a steal there by Avery Smith. They try to get Jones on the back door. Just a little too hot for her. Christian Academy in a man-to-man. Addie Smith drives down the lane, gets out to Honor. Gets it back to Addie Smith. We get it into Burton. Burton, nice move to the left. Too strong. Avery with the offensive rebound. Christian Academy got the rebound and just kind of fell down. She threw it away. Eastern's going to get a steal there. Addie Smith out top, says a reset. Addie over to Bailey Robbins. Robbins finds Addie Smith on the wing. Addie into the lane. Throws it up with the left. No good. Carly Stevens going the other way. It's going to be a steal there by Bailey Robbins. Just intercepted the pass. Almost like a free safety. Addie Smith brings it back out. And being super patient here, Christian Academy in a man-to-man. Burton in the high post, drives down the lane. Nice move there by Burton. Again, I just don't think that Jackson's going to be able to contain her. Eastern in a full court press, in the diamond press. Gets it to Jones, finds Jackson. I think she got by. Oh, they are going to call it travel. It's kind of a weak whistle. They advanced the ball to Jackson there in the middle of the floor, and she's just not quite sure of it. They're going to get it with travel to return over Eastern basketball. Addie Smith bringing the ball up. 10-2-0, 6:14 to play here in the first quarter. High post there to Avery Smith. Avery being guarded there by Ammons. Avery's going to try to get into the lane. She's going to trip and fall, and they're going to get a foul on Ammons. There was definitely contact there. It looked like they just got their feet tangled up. Addie Smith on the inbound. Gets it into Avery. Avery back to Addie in the corner. Addie out to Robbins. Robbins trying to do a little too much with it. Got tipped there by Carly Stevens. Burton finds Avery Smith. Avery's going to get into the lane. A lot of contact there. Avery's going to go line for two. Avery's been super aggressive trying to get to the rim. So far in this contest, they're going to get a foul. Didn't see who that foul was on. Unless they got Ammons again. Avery's first free throw up is no good. That foul was going to be on Jackson. Avery's second free throw up is no good as well. Robbins almost had a steal there, just kind of a lazy pass. Stevens brings it up. Nobody's guarding Jones. We got to be careful. Carly Stevens gets into the lane, pulls up, and good. Again, got a little discombobulated. Who was guarding who? I don't know if some of them thought it was zone and some thought it was man, but not a great trip. 2-2. 5.5 to play. Addie Smith in the drive. She's going to pull up middle of the lane for a good. Eastern in their press. Stevens in the full court. Gets it all the way across to Jones on the other side. Avery Smith gets a tip of it. And then there's a big pile up on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. One thing our girls definitely do a really nice job of is just getting deflections, getting their hands in the passing lane, getting a piece of whatever they can, and maybe not getting a steal for themselves, but creating a steal for a teammate. again, right there, it's like I've just predicted it. They're trying to get the ball into Jones, and Addie Smith playing the passing lane, gets a piece of it. Was able to tip that ball out of bounds. So there'll be Christian Academy basketball there on the sideline. Jackson set the inbound, gets it into Stevens. Gets it out to Jones. Jones going to drive into the middle lane. I think she got away with a little push-off right there. But no call. It's 4-4. Just under 5 minutes to play. Again, these girls are ready to play. I think Christian Academy thinking they're not worried about our record or anything like that. They're going to come out and be ready to go. Addie Smith on the drive, tries to split two. A lot of contact. It's no call. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be back to Eastern. Inbound to Bailey Robbins. Back to Addie Smith in the corner. Robbins for three, and that's good. Yeah, it'd be really good for her to have just a really nice game, able to put the ball in the basket. Robbins always does a nice job defensively. Good deflection there by Addie Smith. Almost had another turnover. Stevens drives in, gets it to Jones. Jones top of the key, over to Jackson. Back to Jones. Jones, they just let her three. I think Robbins just kind of let her shoot there. I don't fully understand that one. We got to go out and get there. Addie Smith gets up to Horner on the wing. Horner back around, throws it up, no good. Burton on the rebound, finds it, gets Avery Smith gets it. Addie Smith on the drive, a lot of contact. She's going to go to the line for two. That foul's going to be on 10. That's going to be on Emmons, her second. Game is tied up 7-7, 3:51 to play. Addie Smith at the line, shooting two. First one is good. And so far, I think we're going to have to be ready to go. That's checking into the game for Lady Warriors, number 3, Katie Emmons. So 2 Emmons on the team, Josie and Katie checking in for her sister, and then Eliza Steer checking in, and Bailey Trainer checking in for the Musketeers. Addie hits that second free throw, 9-7 in favor of the Musketeers. Another deflection there by Addie Smith. I would love to stat how many times she gets her hands on the basketball and just creates havoc and creates some contact, creates something happening. Eastern kind of in their diamond press, get the ball back. That's going to be back to Jackson. Jackson picks it up. It's going to be Jones. Jones getting trapped there by 2. There's a deflection by Avery. Ends up back in Addie's hands. Addie's going to try to get to the lane, and she's going to get fouled again. Addie just seems to find a way to get some contact. That foul's going to be on number 5. That's going to be on Rachel Jones. There's probably one player that their coach is not interested in getting into foul trouble, and that's going to have to be Rachel Jones. Coach Casey's got to say, hey, you got to chill out. She calls him over there and says, hey, we got to be careful about not spacing too far out in that press. We try to make a long pass, and Eastern's just too long. Addie Smith knocks them both down, sends this 11-7. Christian Academy reverses in the press. Got a trap against Jones. It's going to be another deflection and steal by Addie Smith. Nice look ahead to Sydney Burton running the floor, and Burton's going to lay it in for 2. Just absolutely fantastic recognition there by Addie Smith. And Christian Academy is going to call a timeout. Addie got a deflection, ended up in her hands. She really didn't have anything, but then Burton recognized right away, takes off running, and again, Eastern up 13-7. Just some quick announcements. We do have, remember the Christmas Magic on the Bricks on December 5th from 6 to 9. If you are interested in that, it should be a great event on the square there at the Salem Public Library on that street adjacent to City Hall. There will be carriage rides and different vendors, Brick Street Sampler Building, free hot chocolate. So again, December 5th is going to come out. 3rd annual Christmas Magic on the Bricks. Should be a fun event if you want to come out. WSLM will be on the air tomorrow night. They will be covering the boys game. Eastern is playing West Washington, little county rivalry action. That will be tomorrow night. Be sure to tune back in. Meanwhile, Eastern up 13-7. Christian Academy bringing the ball up. 3:16 to play. Eastern going to kind of a 1-2-2 zone. There's Addie Smith with another deflection and a steal. She's going to try to go coast to coast, and she's going to lay it in. Addie just having just a fantastic first quarter, just getting her hands on everything. That's going to be a lob pass. Avery Smith with the deflection. Ends up in Jones' hands. Avery got another deflection. I think that might have went off Sydney Burton's face. There's Addie Smith with yet another deflection. Carly Stevens pulls up from the free throw line and good. Kind of a scramble play, but Stevens got a nice touch there. She definitely likes that mid-range game. 15-9, 2:30 to play. Barrett in the high post just wasn't paying attention, and Carly Stevens just absolutely just stripped her straight away from her. Stevens going to the rim. That's going to be out to Ammons for three, no good. Jackson tries to get that rebound and hits the ball out of bounds. Addie Smith's going to get a quick break. Abby Fowler's going to check in. Addie just having a fantastic first quarter. Looks like Bailey Trainer's going to bring the ball up. Christian Academy staying man. I'm a little surprised as they went to the man. I figured they'd go zone. Barrett on the wing. Trying to find Burton. Burton with a nice left hand. That's good. Good pass there by Sarah. Good recognition. Had a steal kind of on that opposite block. Burton able to lay it in. 17-9 in favor of the Lady Musketeers. Musketeers in that zone, looking to get a trap anytime they can. Abby Fowler trying to create some havoc. Out top, making sure they recognize where Jones is. That's going to be Jackson. That was Odell that checked in. That's going to be a steal there by Avery Smith. She's going to try to go to the rim. She finds Abby Fowler. No good. Ball being jumbled around. The ball's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be off Christian Academy. That's going to be Eastern basketball. Emma Bronner and Bailey Robbins checking back in to the game. Boys Musketeers, minute and a half left. Bring their set to inbounds. Gets the ball into Robbins. Robbins three at that same spot. No good. But Liza Sterrett with the offensive rebound. Finds Fowler. Gets it into Bronner. Out. Good ball reversal. Trainer for an open three. No good. Sterrett on the rebound. Put back. No good. Sterrett fell down in that contact. Stevens comes out with it. Brings the ball the other way. Being guarded by Fowler. Fowler gets a piece of it. Tips it away. Stevens gets it back. Brings it up. Eastern kind of in that 1-2-2. Oh, there might be a man right now, looks like. Good help side there. Going to be Stevens in the corner. Tries to find Jones. Eastern doing a good job of recognizing where Jones is. I say that, and then he's going to pull away a little baseline jumper. Jones is going to knock that one down. I was going to compliment them for how well they had made sure they know where she was, and then kind of lost her in the zone, and she's able to pull up her baseline. 17-11, the Eastern. Fowler got in just a little bit early, trying to post entry there to Emma, and Bronner steps out of bounds. 37 seconds to play. Stevens looking to bring it up. Down by 6. Fowler has her up top. Over to Jackson. Back to Stevens. Stevens finds Jones. Jones for three in the corner. No good. Jones gets her own rebound. I can't have that. It's too easy. Stevens on the drive, throws it in. It's kind of a weird-looking shot, but she's able to get it up. She scored her 6 point. Down to 5 seconds. Robbins got to do something. 5 seconds, got to go. Got to shoot the ball. I don't know what we're thinking about. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Eastern 17, Christian Academy 13. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
When conditions get tough, the road to adventure doesn't have to end. Keep driving all winter long on tires you can trust. Between September 24th and December 9th, get $80 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. See www.michelinman.com/models/deals-promotions-van-rebates for complete details. Offer expires December 9th, 2025.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. The Lady Musketeers with a 17-13 advantage. We do have a final score from the Borden-New Washington game. Borden wins 69-14 over New Washington. Not completely surprised there. That first quarter, again, Addie. Oh, this is strange. We have a fire alarm. This is fantastic. This is not an emergency. They are telling us that this is not an emergency. They are going to have to reset the fire alarm. Mr. Ferris, our principal, our athletic director, and our middle school assistant principal are all over it. It has to have been somebody hit something. So we're going to live with an alarm for just a minute. It is what it is. We may just cut to a commercial or two. We'll be right back. We are in a small delay. Lady Musketeers up 17-13 right to start the second quarter. We will be right back.
Move over, Turkey. It's Chicken Month at your Salem and Southern Indiana McDonald's. We're celebrating our favorite chicken items and pairings all month long with unmissable value and bold new flavors. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? At McDonald's, they both come with savings. Grab a $5 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles extra value meal and an $8 10-piece chicken McNuggets extra value meal for a limited time. National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day, only on November. 9. Celebrate National Fried Chicken Day by scoring a $2 McCrispy sandwich, available for one day, exclusively through the McDonald's app. And be sure and get your chicken sauced up with new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Add our new Buffalo Ranch sauce to any order, or grab a Buffalo Ranch snack wrap, Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich, and Deluxe Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich. Stop by Salem McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or before and after the basketball games this winter. At McDonald's, we're loving it.
At Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizza, boneless or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic knots, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Hey, Indiana residents, Dane Clark, proud Hoosier, longtime drummer for John Mellencamp and many others. So are you looking for something awesome to do this winter? ASIC returns, and it's the greatest 4 days in drums and percussion. It's happening November.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming, but Expert Relief is closer than you think. Schneck now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, Schneck Neurosurgery and Schneck Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of Schneck Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. Schneck's Spine Care program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads Schneck Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's Schneck, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit schneckmed.org to learn more. Schneck Orthopedic Spine and Schneck Neurosurgery, expert spine care, close to home.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. I apologize if you can hear the fire alarm going off. I think that they are doing everything they can to reset this. They did say that there was no danger or anything like that, but sometimes this process takes a little bit. Just give you some quick announcements from WSLM. Tomorrow Indiana Sports Talk will be at 9:30 p.m. tonight on 97.9. If you're interested in talking all things Indiana sports, obviously the University of Indiana is having just a fantastic start to the season in the football and basketball, women's basketball, men's basketball, just rolling on all cylinders. Tomorrow, WSLM will have on 12:20 a.m. the the 11 a.m. pregame of Iowa State at Purdue. The tip-off will be at noon. Tomorrow on 97.9, Louisville will play at IU. That's basketball 97.9, 2 p.m. tip-off, and that pregame will start at 1 p.m. And then obviously the game that everybody's been waiting to hear about is the Big Ten Championship between IU and Ohio State. Kickoff's at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, 7 p.m. pregame. That will be on 97.9 as well. I'm indifferent with football. I love basketball, but I like watching football, and even I'm excited about seeing this game. You see IU be able to do something that they've never done in their school's history, and playing at just such an elite level. It's just fun to watch. And then you listen to some of these guys in the press conferences, and they sound great. They sound like they great role models for our young men to look up to. So it's exciting to see. Then tomorrow night again, Salem will be playing in Henryville. That's high school boys basketball or girls basketball at 7:30. That will also be on WSOM 97.9. And then Eastern will play Crawford County. That will be the boys. That will also be going on Saturday as well. That'll be on 12:20 a.m. And then Indiana Sports Talk will be again tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Again, if you haven't had your fill of sports, WSOM will be covering pretty much everything in the area over the next few days. So there's never a dull moment. As far as Sunday, they will be airing on 97.9 the Colts at Jaguars game. Jaguars. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff. That broadcast will start at 12 o'clock. Again, Colts starting off with a great start to their season. It's just been an interesting time to live in Indiana this past year with all the success of the Pacers and the Fever and the Hoosiers and Purdue basketball. It's just been a lot of fun to watch and be surrounded by such great athletics. Then high school, we're just absolutely surrounded by great basketball in Southern Indiana. You look at the rankings. It seems like every week and every year it seems like it's just loaded with Southern Indiana teams. And I can take a look at those rankings real quick while we have a second. Hey, and that looks like that's going to finally be off. In 4A, local teams, not a ton of 4A. 3A, number 1, Silver Creek. Number 3, Jennings County. Number 5, Charlestown. Number 7, Greensburg. Number 11, Madison. The 3A is just loaded in the south. And 2A, Brownstown, number 5. Austin's number 12. Eastern, 13. Providence, 19. And 1A, Gordon's number 1. I think they moved actually number 2. Orleans at number 5. Trinity, Lagodi, Springs Valley. Again, just a lot of talent in Southern Indiana. So we are back in action. Start of the second quarter. It's going to be Horner gets the ball into Avery Smith. Avery Smith tries to go up the right side and just kind of quick throws it up there. I think she just got to take a little more time. And the ball's going to get batted out of bounds. But it's going to come back to the Musketeers. Avery Smith gets it in Addie Smith. Addie Smith finds Robbins. Robbins reverses to Horner. Horner for 3. And good. Good ball reversal there. Eastern takes a 20-13 advantage. Jones out top. Gets it over. Gets it to Jackson. Bell's looking in her zone. We found Jackson down on the baseline. She had an open layup, but she missed it. Burton with the rebound. Addie looking to push. Finds Robbins on the wing. Robbins trying to force the ball in there. Again, I think she's on the wrong side, trying to throw that ball to Avery's left. Avery's got her sealed the other way. She's just got to get a little better angle there. I do not think that number 3, it's Katie Ammons, is going to be able to handle Avery on a consistent basis. Christian Academy switching to his zone right here. Gets the ball into Avery. Nice pass there by Avery to Sydney Burton. Just playing that zone perfectly. Found Avery on the right block. Sydney stepped into that left block, an easy layup. Jones on the wings. They're going to find Ammons on the other wing. Ammons kind of just throws it out. That's going to be to Stevens. Stevens back to Ammons. Tries to throw it to Jones and throws it out of bounds. I couldn't tell if somebody touched that one or not. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Josie Ammons is going to check in, looks like for her sister. Addie Smith brings it up. Eastern with a 22-13 advantage. Robbins on the wing. Looking trying to get the ball in the post. I think that's where we're going to have an advantage there. Gets the ball to Avery Smith. Weak pass there, deflected there by Carly Stevens. She's going to take it and go the other way. Stevens finds Jones. Eastern in at 2-3 right now. In the man-to-man. Stevens on the drive. That's going to be Jackson trying to go strong up against Burton. Burton, good defense. Jackson misses. Rebound, Avery Smith. Addie finds Burton. Burton for three. No good. It's going to be a rebound there by Jackson. Jackson finds Stevens going the other way. Haven't seen Burton shoot a lot of threes this year, but she was open. Shot with confidence. Stevens working the lane. Finds Addison Jackson. Gets it back to Macy Jackson. Back out to Stevens. Stevens on the wing. Stevens out top being guarded by Robbins. Eastern the man-to-man. She kind of pulls up for that free throw jumper. No good. A lot of contact. Addie Smith going the other way. Gets the ball into Avery Smith. Avery's going to try to go strong up and under. No good. Avery almost had her own rebound. Going to be out of bounds. It's going to be back to Eastern. Jackson must have touched that before the ball went out of bounds. Addie Smith on the inbound. Gets the ball into Burton. Again, Christian Academy in a 2-3 zone. Finds Addie Smith. Addie Smith across to Honor. Honor for three. No good. Burton in there working on a rebound. That's going to be off Jackson, out of bounds. It's going to be back to Eastern. Again, just nice job there by Burton. Just create just enough pressure there that they didn't handle it clearly. Again, Eastern with a 22-13 advantage. Addie into Burton. And that's going to be a jump ball. Good defense there by Addison Jackson. Burton just kind of turned right into her. Bailey Traynor going to check into the game. 5:13 to play. Stevens look to bring it up. So far scoreless this quarter. Looks like Eastern in that 1-2-2 kind of zone or half-court trap. Gets the ball over to Jones. Jones pulls it up. Oh, my goodness. Jones just smacked Avery right in the face. Jones just smacked Addie Smith right in the face. I think she got her right in the eye. I don't know that it was malicious, but they got a steal, and she got her pretty good. Meanwhile, I did not see what happened on the other end. So that is my fault. I looked back to Addie to see if she was okay. She went down hard. Looked like she got her right in the eye. It's going to be Christian Academy ball. Stevens out top, being guarded there by Honor. Avery looking for that moment to go trap. Gets it over to Jackson. Jackson back to Stevens. Stevens gets in the lane. Finds Jackson. Jackson, that's going to be Addison Jackson. Pulls up, no good. I think she got away with the travel there. They find Jones. Good deflection and steal there by Katie Honor. Just those long arms. Robbins on the wing for three, no good. Rebounded by Jones. And Robbins got to get set. They look ahead, find Stevens. Stevens going to get charged with an offensive foul, and she seemed surprised, but that was as plain as day. Good defense there by Bailey Robbins. Stevens comes in leading with that left forearm right through Robbins' face. 4:15 to play here in this half. Eastern with a 22-13 advantage. Not quite the tempo that I was expecting for this game, but Eastern taking care of things. Honor in the corner. Gets out top to Robbins. Robbins thought about it. Honor driving baseline. A little reverse, no good. Gets her own rebound. Finds Traynor for three. No good. It's going to be Jackson with the rebound. He finds Carly Stevens. Coach Casey was not happy about something. I don't know what she was hollering about. I think she was yelling for Burton for 3 seconds, but seemed like what she was saying. Now top, it's going to be Katie Ammons. Finds Macy Jackson. Jackson gets back to Stevens. Stevens, nice little up and under move. Makes a nice little kind of a semi-Euro step, brings the ball around. And they're going to get Traynor for a foul. I don't know that I saw that one, but they are going to get Traynor for a foul. and Carly Stevens is going to go to the line. This may be their first points of the quarter. 3:22 to play. So it is over half the quarter and holding close. Good defense there by the Lady Musketeers. Stevens' first free throw up is good. Liza Sterrett going to check in for the Musketeers for Avery Smith. Stevens going to shoot her second free throw, 22-14. Second one is no good. Rebounded there by Sterrett. Finds Robbins. Robbins finds Craner. Good tempo right there. Finds Honor for three in the corner and good. Good kind of sideline break. Get it out right away. And I think we had kind of a 3-on-1. We take a three. 25-14 in favor of the Musketeers. Honor taking Garden Stevens out top. Stevens being pretty patient. Stevens finds Jones deep on the wing. Back out to Stevens. Christian Academy not doing a whole lot of cutting or moving or anything. Not getting a lot of movement. Some lazy passes. Ends up in kind of a jump ball situation. Jones on the drive. Oh, wow. Jones makes the drive, goes up against Robbins. And they're going to say the basket is good. Good, strong finish there. I definitely just feel like she led with that lead arm. Kind of the same play with Stevens. So Jones is going to go to the line for an and one here. That foul is going to be on Bailey Robbins. It's her first. Jones' free throw up and is good. It's going to be Trainer back to Robbins. Robbins gets into the lane. Again, throws up kind of an ill-advised shot. She had Horner wide open there on the wing. I don't know exactly. I think maybe she's trying to get a foul. She's doing a little too much. Again, just make the easy play. Horner just knock one down. Let her get that look. Robbins, if she's feet touch, she got such a sweet touch, but she's got to have her feet touch. And then kind of out of frustration, Robbins was just a little too aggressive there on. She's going to get called for a foul. It's going to be her second. This is where she's got to be a little tougher there. She's frustrated about that play, and then there's that fine line between wanting to make up for it, just playing a little hard defense, but she just goes and kind of blows the person out of bounds. It's going to be Stevens, pulls up, free throw. That's going to be her. That seems to be her shot. Rebound, Honor. Honor finds Addie Smith. Christian Academy trying to get some traps in there. They find Burton. Burton in the lane. And that ball just kind of stayed up there on the rim. No good. Liza Sterrett comes in trying to get that rebound, and they're going to get Sterrett on that rebound. They're going to get a foul right there on Liza Sterrett, her first. Our fans did not like that. I don't think those Drew like that one as well. Burton she got that ball up there, and it just kind of stayed there on the rim until it came down. Eastern looking to extend that half-court trap a little bit. There's a deflection there by Katie Horner. Back to Stevens. Stevens goes to Jones, finds Jackson. Back to Jones. In the length of the Musketeers, they find Jones on the wing. He's going to fire, no good. Good block out there by Sterrett. She's going to pull that rebound down. Addie Smith looking to go 25-17, minute and a half to play. Honor on the wing. Back to Addie Smith. Trainer in the corner. Good ball reversal, no good. Kind of fell in the lap of Sydney Burton. Burton falling down, and they put it in. What a play there. We got kind of came down. I think Burton was looking for it. Kind of came out of her lap. It's a tough play, a lot of contact. 27-17. Another deflection there by Addie Smith. Ball out to Stevens. Stevens being trapped there. Try to get the ball on the inside. Deflected. That's going to be a steal by Honor. Honor going the other way. It's going to be deflected. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. Again, good pursuit there. Oh, they're going to say that ball was off Honor. Oh, wow. And they are going to call a timeout. I don't know that. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We will be right back with the end of this first half.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Before by Duke Energy shareholders.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. We had a weird play there. Hunter had a nice steal going down the lane. It looked like Christian Academy back tipped it, just tipped it out of bounds so that it would have been Eastern ball. They're saying that maybe much of the touch against was going to be Christian Academy ball coming out of this timeout. Probably a decent timeout there by Coach Drury just to say, hey, calm down. Got a little bit of discombobulated there a little bit. But Eastern only on a 10-point lead. Just a setup for the press. Just going to be able to get over the top of Jones. Back to our pursuit there by Trainer. Get it over to Carly Stevens. Over to Jones. Jones for three on the wing. No good. Good block out there by Burton. Burton gets the rebound. Getting a lot of contact there. They tried to jam her on that rebound. They're going to get that foul on three. That's going to be Katie Ammons. 33 seconds to play. Eastern, again, up by 10. Christian Academy going back to man-to-man here. Addie Smith being guarded there by Stevens. Honor out top goes to the Trainer. Trainer back to Addie Smith. Over to Honor. Trainer on the wing. I think we've got to try to go inside. There'll be a double screen there for Addie. Addie's going to try to get in the lane. Finds Honor. Kick. Shoots for three and good. Coach Casey for Christian Academy just fired up about the no calls. Had a weird Christian Academy tries to fire. They still had 4 or 5 seconds left. So they fire one from half court. Eastern able to get it. I was kind of surprised. That is going to be the end of the first half. Eastern with a 30-17 advantage. We were going to cut through a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some thoughts on the first half. This has been Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLN.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple & Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects, they've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple & Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple & Temple have been supporting Washington County for 77 years, one project at a time. Call Temple & Temple today at 812-883-6644 or find them online at templeandtemple.com, where you can also apply for job opportunities.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana, and these Hoosier student athletes couldn't agree more.
We all know the saying, in 49 states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana.
Well, the same is true for all high school sports in Indiana, like volleyball,
And soccer, and softball, and track, and so many more. We're passionate about high school sports in Indiana.
they're an undeniable part of our state's culture.
They're woven into the DNA of our communities. It's what we dedicate our time to. It's what brings us all together. It's what we celebrate.
And as a high school student athlete, that's a pretty special environment to grow in.
Representing your school and having your entire community behind you. Being a high school student athlete in Indiana is something we never take for granted, and it's an experience we'll never forget either.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knight. Support Hoosier student athletes like these by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is who we are. This is Indiana. This is your IHSA.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Talk a little bit about tonight's contest and see if we can't find some local scores for you tonight. Again, Eastern pretty much in control, pretty much this whole half. Got a little sloppy there in that second quarter. Just kind of a weird pace and a lot of deflections and just not attacking. I think we've got to realize that we have a huge asset and advantage in the post, and just making sure we're making strong post entries, making sure our posts are sealing to the side that they want. We're getting a good strong pass with a good angle into there. I think it's going to be the biggest difference in the second half. Some quick stats for this first half. For the Lady Warriors, it's just 2 scores. Stevens has 7, Jones has 10, and really not many others have taken many shots. They've had a few misses. Jackson had one inside. The other Jackson, Macy Jackson, had a look. Really, this is everything is Stevens and Jones, which is kind of what you expected. Holding us to just 4 points in that second quarter. So kudos for Lady Musketeers, although we had a little bit of an offensive letdown, able to really stop them in the half court. Our press didn't get us a ton of points, but just the constant pursuit. Again, I'm not statting deflections, but you look at just the way our girls and the length they get a piece of everything. And it's just constant pressure, nonstop, and that begins to weigh down on the other team. And that's clearly been the case for the Christian Academy Warriors. They just start to make a lazy pass, and then all of a sudden deflection. All of a sudden now that turns into a steal. We haven't been able to convert all of those into points, but definitely the possession arrow is going to be possession going back to us repeatedly, just from the way we've been able to defend, which has been really nice in this first half. Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, Burton has having a real strong first half. Had 10. Addie Smith had 8 in that first quarter. I cannot add. Had 8 points in that first quarter. Got poked in the eye. Didn't play as much in that second quarter. I'm sure that she is okay. Katie Hunter knocking down 3 threes in that second frame. And then Bailey Robinson adding 3 in that first quarter. So outscoring 17-13 in that first quarter, and then 13-4 in that second quarter. Really just taking pretty clear, strong advantage of the Christian Academy Warriors. Again, not exactly the pace that I was expecting. We're at 30, so we are looking at 60 as far as just if you're extrapolating data. Again, I thought this was going to be a little more up and down tempo. Christian Academy able to handle the full court press and able to get through that most of the time, but then their patience on the other end, they just don't seem to be in much of a hurry. Clearly saying, can they get Stevens on that drive and the pull up? Can they find an open look for Jones? And to their credit, they do a pretty nice job of just keeping in pace on the ball until they get one of those two options. For Eastern, I imagine that if we end up staying in that 1-2-2, we just got to make sure that we where Jones is at all times. That she's not going to get open looks. She might get a look, but she's not going to get a lot of open looks. So we're going to try to make sure that we know where she is at all times to limit her ability there in the second half. And then for us, I think again, I think we just continue to establish that presence on the inside, continue to establish that post game, and then when that happens, then we'll get open looks. Katie got 3 open threes, just some nice kickouts and nice threes. I think it's going to continue to be, can we keep Burton? Can we keep Avery active? Bronner gets some action. Can we keep Emma in there? I don't think that their post can handle and stay with us. Our athletic director Smith doing his fan of the game. Always a highlight of the night. Going to member of the band. They bring such energy. Hats off to Mr. Lindley and what he's able to do with these kids. They bring a great environment to the game, and they seem to just have a great time and have fun. And when you see kids enjoy themselves and get to display their talents and support their school, this is really what high school sports is all about. Again, a lot of action in the area. I'm going to see if I can try to knock down some scores or find some scores for you. If I can, I'll be right back. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with the second half of this contest.
At Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, boneless or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic knots, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Christmas Nights of Lights drive-through holiday spectacular returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds November 7th through December 31st. Synchronize to your favorite Christmas tunes and a million sparkling lights. Enjoy a dazzling winter wonderland for the whole family. Reserve your spot at ChristmasNightsOfLights.com.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Sorry about the break. There's a button that's on here that is sticking for me, and I have to apologize when it doesn't light up and it causes problems on your end. So again, that is 100% my fault. We are here ready to start this second half. Eastern going back with Addie Avery Smith, Bailey Trainer, Sydney Burton, and Katie Honor. And then the Warriors going back, I think, with their original starters. It's going to be Jones, Jackson, Ammons, and then the other Jackson, and that's the Luther thing starters. Addie Smith able to get in the lane, weeds around, nice little move there, little scoop basket there. Starts off with the dudes. Eastern in their full court press. And again, no, there was Addie Smith with another deflection. He's got to have 50 tonight, it seems like. Eastern takes a 32-17 advantage. Eastern in that 1-2-2 zone. Gets it down to Jackson in the corner. Finds Stevens. Stevens reverse to Jones. Jones for three. No good. That's going to be rebound. Burton, no, looks like Jackson will take it away from her. Jackson pulls that one out. Finds Stevens back to Jackson. Stevens is going to fire for three, and that's going to be good. And she kind of forced it back to Jackson. Jackson's like, what do you want me to do with it? You're wide open. Christian Academy in man-to-man. Finds Trainer on the wing. Burton out top. Burton looking to drive left. Drives into contact. Not a great-looking shot. It's going to be deflected. Stevens on the rebound. She's going to try to go full court the other way. Finds Jones on the opposite wing. Back out to Stevens out top. Stevens being guarded there by Honor. I think she's got a count. There's almost a 5-second count. She never moved it. She kind of dribbled around and had a 5-second count that whole time, and they just never, Stevens never kind of got away from her. Good defense there by Katie Hunter. Addie Smith bringing it up. 32-20, 6:40 to play. Addie finds Burton in the high post. Burton wide open look. They're not going to guard her. Might as well shoot. No good. Stevens on the rebound. Finds Jones. Looking to tempo a little bit. Jones on the wing. Finds Jackson on top of the key. Back to Jones. We got to know where she is. Jones over to Ammons. Ammons back to Jones. And just see, they seem if the ball's not in Stevens' hands, they just don't seem super comfortable. Because she seems to be the one creating everything. Ammons and Jackson both just trying to get rid of it. It seems like that's going to be Ammons for three. I think Avery got a piece of it. Burton with a good lockout. They're gonna find that's gonna be Addie Jackson on the rebound. It's gonna be a foul there. Good strong lockout there by Sydney Burton. A lot of contact there. I just know some fans that didn't love that one. Addie Smith looking to bring it up. Just over 5.5 minutes to play. Addie top of key. She's going to go one-on-one against Stevens. A lot of contact. She's going to get blocked. Rebound there for Christian Academy. Finds Jones on the other end. Another deflection there by Addie Smith. Again, just an incredible amount of contact there on that other end. I don't think Coach Drury likes that as quite as much. Stevens out top of the key. Going to find Jackson out there. Jackson finds Ammons in the corner. Ammons back out to Stevens. Sorry, that's Jackson. Finds Jones on the wing. Finds Stevens. Stevens tries to get in the lane. Little jump stop. Going to be a steal there by Avery Smith. I think it's deflected by Addie Smith. Addie's going to try to go coast to coast. Ball gets deflected. I did not hear the whistle. They're going to get number 4. That's going to be Stevens for a foul. I've got down for her second. Just a little reach-in foul there. One of the officials got a really quiet whistle. Addie Smith on the inbound finds Burton. Burton, strong move. A lot of contact. And she's going to get fouled. She's going to go line for 2. It's going to be a foul on number 3. It's going to be Katie Ammons. Picks up her second. And Sydney Burton's going to go line for 2. Just over 5 minutes to play. Eastern with a 32-20 advantage. Burton's first free throw up is good. And second free throw, Burton's up is no good. Rebound there by Addison Jackson. Finds Carly Stevens. Stevens bringing it up. Guard up top of the zone by Katie Honor. They're going to find Jones in the lane. Jones tough pull up. Tries to run over Avery. No good. Burton on the rebound. She's going to go coast to coast. Finds Honor. Honor kicks, gets the ball deflected. Kicks it to Trainer. Trainer back to Honor. Finds Avery Smith on a kick out. Avery's going to go to the rim. And good. Good ball movement there. And you can see they want to match up with Avery. And she's like, I've got a layup here. Christian got able to break that press. Jones pulls up about a 10-footer and good. We're not getting a ton of turnovers in our press, but I think the pressure will wear them down. Trainer, little runner there in the lane, and pulls up good. Stevens it's going to be over to Jackson, back to Stevens. Jones on the sideline, tries to throw it over the top of Stevens. Stevens going to try to attack, pulls up, 17-footer, and good. That just seems to be her sweet spot. She just likes that pull up there above the free throw line. Trainer on the wing, and I think we're still trying to get the ball inside. Avery Smith's going to drive. Being guarded by Jones. Honor out the Trainer into Addie Smith. Addie pulls up in the lane, and good. And Christian Academy is going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Looks like Liza Starrett's going to check in for Lady Musketeers, and then Josie Ammons is going to check in for Christian Academy. Coach Casey's like, what are we doing? You're just kind of letting them do whatever you want. I think they're trying to switch that little rub screen right there in that last play. One of them did. And Addie Smith able to just go right down the lane and get a pretty easy open look. Coach Casey got to say, hey, you guys got to just keep playing. We got to take good shots. Down by 15. If you're Eastern, I think just keep the pressure on. Keep working the passing lanes. Keep getting that. Keep getting those deflections. Keep trying to do everything that's going to turn into offense. We haven't been able to convert everything into offensive output, but overall, again, that pressure is definitely wore them down. Jackson looks to inbound. Going to be Stevens bringing it up. I'm really impressed with how well Stevens handles the ball. Eastern in a 2-3 kind of half-court trap. That's going to be Jones for three, no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Avery Smith. That's going to get a jump ball. Good hustle there by Jackson. It's going to be Christian Academy ball on the jump ball. Eastern kind of extending that 2-3 zone. Jackson on the inbound finds Stevens. Stevens on the wing. Looking to get the ball on the post. They're going to get Eliza there just fighting there for position. They're going to get Eliza for a foul there. First, second. I don't know about that one. The official was right there. Just said that she was trying to root her out too much, I guess. I thought she was in pretty decent position. Eliza lost her man. Jackson had an open look, no good. Honor comes down with the rebound. Addie Smith bringing it up. Eastern 39-24 advantage. 3-12 to play. Addie pulls up free throw line. And no good. Rebound, Addison Jackson. Stevens looking to run the other way. Coach Casey telling him, hey, we got to run something. Up top to Jackson, over to Carly Stevens. Eastern in that 1-2-2. Really just no driving lanes available for Christian Academy. So we're not being super aggressive there. A good deflection there. Stevens finds Jackson on the inside. Jackson nowhere to go. Good defense there by Eliza Garrett. Gets a hand on it. There's just nowhere for her to go. I think she turned on the wrong foot as well. It's going to be a jump ball, but that's going to be Eastern basketball. And Eastern holding to a 15-point lead. We'd like to see, just get some good looks, work the offense, get the shot we want. We've had some good looks. Eastern finds Addie Smith on the drive. No good. Derek working on that rebound. Avery comes out with it. Addie Smith in the corner. No good. But he stared again on it. We're working on the rebound. She didn't get either one of those rebounds, but she's the one that reason it happens. Connor on the rebound. Connor's going to drive. He's going to get fouled. Again, Liza Starrett really working hard on that offensive glass and just creating enough commotion, getting a tip, getting a piece of it where one of her teammates able to go get that rebound. Going to send Katie Honor to the line for two. Just over 2 minutes to play, 2:03 to play. Like Sydney Burton's going to check back in. Honor's first free throw up is good. Hunter's second free throw up is also good. Eastern staying with that press. Gets Addie Smith with the deflection. It's going to be Bailey Trainer with the steal. Going back the other way. 41-24. Addie looking to drive right. Kicks over to Trainer. Trainer had an open look, thought about it. No. Decides to pull back out. Addie Smith on the drive, driving left. Gets into the lane. Kick the Trainer, got a deflection. Honor outside, finds Burton. Burton going up against the smaller Jackson. That's going to be deflected out of bounds. I think that was the right look. If they had Macy Jackson there guarding Sydney Burton, I think that's the look we have to exploit right there. Christian Academy in a 2-3 zone out of bounds. Addie Smith finds Honor. Honor fires for three. No good. Rebound Addison Jackson. Stevens bringing it up. Minute and a half to play. Finds Jones. Jones looks to pull up. Nowhere to go. She's trapped there. It's going to be a jump ball. Again, this official's got just such a quiet whistle. You can almost barely hear it when he blows it. Abby Fowler going to check into the game for Addie Smith. Well-deserved rest. Gets the ball ball into Stevens. Stevens being guarded by Fowler. Pulls up in the lane. No good. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Looks like it went off of Eastern. And, Abby Fowler, good defense there. Gets Carly to take a tough shot. Jackson looked inbound for the Warriors. Gets the ball into Jones. Jones being guarded by Trainer. Jones pull up in the lane. And good. Good move there by Jones. Trainer looking to bring it up. 41-26, just inside of a minute to play here in this third quarter. Abby Fowler, I don't know. I think she was trying to get into Burton, which was probably the right idea. Just did not execute that. Jones out to Jackson. Jackson over to Stevens. Stevens out to the other Jackson. Jones gets in the lane, pulls up, and good. I have to say, both Jones and Stevens does a nice job. Get that ball in the lane, pull up the little 10-footer. Fowler finds Sarah tries to get the ball into Burton. Really tough pass. Kind of throws it at Burton's ankle. I love the bounce pass there, but it's got to be a bounce pass that she can catch. She kind of threw the ball at her feet, nowhere to go. 21 seconds to play. Eastern up 41-28. Trainer gets it in to Starrett. Back out to Fowler. Little down screen there, back for Robbins. Fowler's got to remember not to pick it up there. Burton in the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound. And they're going to get a foul. Again, the same official you could almost barely see. They're going to get number 5. That's going to be Jones for her second foul. And that is going to be a bonus. I think Christian Academy was in disbelief over that call. Christian Academy couldn't believe it did not look like much. One of those, the dispirited contact on some of these calls, it's tough. You know, the officials they've got the best angle. They're right there on the play. But it's like, man, how does that contact equal this contact? And Burton's first free throw up is no good. Eastern with a 41-28 advantage. Sydney's second free throw is good. 7 seconds to play. Carly Stevens breaks the trap. She's going to get all the way down to the lane, pulls up for 17. No good. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. 42-28. We're going to cut to a commercial. We will be right back.
Christmas Nights of Lights drive-through holiday spectacular returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds November 7th through December 31st. Synchronize to your favorite Christmas tunes and a million sparkling lights. Enjoy a dazzling winter wonderland for the whole family. Reserve your spot at ChristmasNightsOfLights.com. Hi, this is Becky White at the John Jones GM City dealership in Salem. Let's check in with Caleb Perkaiser for the John Jones Auto Minute.
This is Caleb Perkaiser with John Jones Auto Group. You feel that chill in the air? Fall's finally here. Pumpkin spice, bonfires, and time to make sure your car's ready for the cold. We're helping folks get road ready for cooler weather. With free multi-point inspections with scheduled maintenance, great prices on tires, batteries, and brakes, and service specials that'll keep you rolling all season long. And don't forget our fall sales event with huge savings on Chevy Silverados, Traverses, and Equinoxes. Yep, whether you're tailgating, leaf piling, or just trying to beat that first cross, John Jones GM City has the deal to keep you comfortable and confident behind the wheel. Plus, we've got locations close to home in Salem, Gordon, Scottsburg, and Greenville. John Jones GM City, your hometown dealer for every season. You see so many because they paid so little.
Call today at 812-570-5307 or find them online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
And we're start of the fourth quarter. Eastern up 42-28. Christian Academy being patient right here. Had a little excitement with a fan going crazy over a call there at the end of the game, and he had to be escorted out. Eastern in a 2-3 zone. Stevens tries to get in the lane, finds Jackson there on the wing, being guarded there by Avery Smith. finds Macy Jackson. Stevens there on the wing again, looking for an angle, finds Jones out top. Back over to Jackson again. I think we got to just remember where Jones is. Nobody else really looking to score. I say that, and then Jackson pulls up. That's going to be Addison. Jackson pulls up about 15. No good. Maddie Smith going the other way. I think this is one of those where we start to be patient, making sure we're getting good shots. Avery Smith looking to drive. We're in kind of a traditional four-corner set. Addie Smith going one-on-one, finds Avery Smith. I don't know if this is one of those just we're looking at what we can get, or Avery in that weird, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen four corners in high school basketball, but that's exactly what we're seeing. Christian Academy in a man-to-man, kind of letting people go. Christian Honor drives in. Addie Smith's going to get in the lane, kicks it out to Honor. I'm a little curious. It seems a little bit early to stall. Addie Smith, lazy pass there. That's going to be picked off by Jones. Deflection there by a couple different Musketeers. 6:24 to play. It'll be Macy Jackson finds Carly Stevens. Throws it across to Jones. Jones for three. And that's going to knock that down. Again, I think that's the shot that we've got to shut down. We just absolutely cannot let them go across. And I don't know if it means we got to go man or we got to switch up our zone situation. But to just let her go right across the lane or go right across the court and pull up for wide open three, that's dangerous territory. You know, Eastern with a 42-31 advantage. Not quite comfortable enough. I'm a little curious about the stall tactic right now. I understand the spread. I think we've got enough weapons that we can get in the lane, but it doesn't look like anyone's looking to score. It looks like they're kind of just looking to just stall. I don't fully get it, but maybe it's something we're working on. Just as we go throughout the season, we need to see if we can go to this. This is the time to work on that. Like to extend this to maybe 15 or 20, just to kind of put this thing out of reach. Make sure you don't give Christian Academy any kind of hope here. You got two shooters that can put up the points. You don't want to get Jones feeling hot here late in the game. And all of a sudden, this becomes a ball game. And right now, it's at 11. You don't want to get this into single digits or get this down where it's in 2 or 3 possessions. So 6:12 to play. Again, Eastern up 42-31. Eastern has Sterrett Honor, Addie Smith, Avery Smith, and Sydney Burton on the floor. Addie Smith looking to bring the ball up. You'd like to see us get a good set. Christian Academy looking to extend, kind of in their man-to-man, just kind of extended out 3/4 court. Addie Smith being guarded there by Carly Stevens. High ball screen there by Sterrett. Sterrett gets it. Burton back to Addie Smith. Addie Smith trying to just kind of throw it with Carly a little bit. Ball screen there. Little screen roll action. Addie Smith going to the right. Sterrett rolls back out the left. Sterrett's going to go line for two. Good strong move there. Kind of muscled her left hand up there. Next, she's going to get a foul. That's going to be on Jackson. They're going to go line for two. See if we can't extend this a little bit. First free throw is no good. You know, Liza Sterrett had just a fantastic game in our last game. Really just being incredibly assertive in the post. We definitely saw the mismatch, and she was able to really be a big presence on the night. I think she ended up with a double-double that night. Second free throw is no good. Burton almost had a rebound. Going to go out to Carly Stevens. They're going to have Jones bring it up this time. Each in a 2-3, and nobody guarded Jones. She had a wide-open look. She's no good. That's not what we're looking for. Burton on the rebound. Jones brought the ball up, and neither of the zone went to go guard her. That foul's going to be on 35. That's going to be on Addie Jackson. Looks like Trainer's going to check into the lane, or check into the game, sorry. Again, at this point, you know they're going to start coming fouling. I want to make sure we got our best free throw shooters in the game. Christian Academy playing man-to-man. High ball screen there for Burton. Addie Smith finds Honor. Back out to Burton. And I still think Burton's going to try to go right by Jackson. No good. got to be able to finish that. She's able to get by Jackson pretty easily. Jones looking, gets it, tries to find Stevens, stolen there by Katie Honor. Coach Brewer just saying, hey, be patient, slow down, make sure we're getting good shots. Addie Smith gets into the lane, finds Craner, back out to Burton. I think this is the match we got to exploit. I think Burton can just take her off the dribble. Jones is playing about 10 feet away from her man. I also think if you go Avery Smith posting up on Jones, I think this is a great matchup for us. Addie Smith out top. Just kind of playing that 6-foot game where it's getting past 6 foot. Burton finds Trainer. Trainer finds Addie Smith. And no one really looking to do anything. No one looking to score. No one looking to. Addie Smith kind of gets into the lane. They're going to get a foul there on Jackson. I think that's going to be her fourth. And that's going to check in. That's going to be Josie Hammonds. Again, I imagine there'll go some offense, defense here. Jackson just picked up her fourth. Addie Smith on the inbound. Gets it over to Honor. Honor for three. No good. Rebound Burton. Burton's going to be an offensive foul. And I don't think our fans like it, but it 100% was the right call. Again, we go from kind of stalling. Burton just kind of handling her defender. Eastern standing there, diamond press. Stevens, back to Jackson, back to Stevens again. Back to Jackson. Jackson being patient. Finds Hammonds in the middle. Goes down the sideline to, they find Jones for a three on the corner. That's going to be good for Jones. Again, I don't understand. Eastern has got an 8-point lead, 42-34, just under 4 minutes to play. We are going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with the second half of this fourth quarter to spend Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
The beauty of fall is upon us. That means prices are falling, so you can rake in the savings at Billy Martin Store. Our display floor is full of beautiful quality name brand furniture like bush line beds, living room suite, recliners, rockers, tables, and lamps, an array of styles of fabrics to suit any decorating needs you have. And with the holidays quickly approaching, now's the time to replace your flooring with new carpet, vinyl, tile, or hardwood. From Mohawk, Shawls, CDC, Golding, Parquet, or Somerset hardwood. We have a huge display of new styles, patterns, and colors to choose from at everyday low prices. Billy Martin Store offers you free estimates, professional installation by our own installers, and 6 months same as cash on all merchandise and appliances. We also offer a free Christmas layaway. So this fall, why not drive on out to the country and save a lot at Billy Martin Store? No sales gimmicks to run. We just sell every day at low prices on top quality name brand merchandise and appliances. Billy Martin Store is located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg. Well, feel free to give Janice or myself a call today at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Eastern hanging on an 8-point lead, just under 4 minutes to play. We'll see what Coach Drury has to tell them. Again, I think she's got to tell them, hey, we got to look to score. If they're going to give us opportunity to score, we got to go. This is not just an all-out stall for 4 minutes. Christian Academy on a 6-0 run. Addie Smith out top of the ball. Screen there by Avery Smith. Gets along the sideline. They're going to get Jones for a blocking foul on that baseline. A lot of standing around. We got that kind of ball screen out top, but then everybody's just kind of standing, waiting for Addie to do something. This is where I think you got to get a set, got to get some action, look at a post up, something, but really just kind of letting Addie do everything. Gets the ball into Avery Smith, good up and under, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and good. Avery's going to put in two, just outworking her teammate and her opponent right there. To find Jones. Jackson on the drive. She's going to get blocked there by Honor. Katie's just got such long arms, able to, the offensive player there in Jackson, try to get some separation, but Honor's able to just go up and get a piece of it. Eastern up by 10, 44-34. Going to be out top there to Ammons. Ammons finds Carly Stevens. Stevens being guarded there by Trainer. Not seeming to be much of a hurry. They're down by 10. I think they got to go. Going to be back to Jackson. Jackson being guarded there by Honor. Stevens gets in the lane, little jump stop. Man, it's going to be a weak call. Tries to split. They're going to get that foul on 24. It's going to be Avery Smith, her first. It is interesting. It's not too many games. Avery, it's the fourth quarter, 3 minutes to go. Avery's just picking up her first foul. They're going to say that ball was on the floor, kind of on that split. Just really kind of a weak call in my mind, but it is what it is. Jones on the wing. There's a ball screen there. Jones looks to get it back into Ammons. Ammons is going to do a lot of contact. Ammons hadn't done a whole lot in the post on that little ball screen. He's going to get a foul there. It's going to be on Sydney Burton. Ammons going to go to the line for two. We got a chance for somebody other than those two to score. And she's going to put in her first one. So this is the first time that anybody other than Carly Stevens or Rachel Jones have scored for the Warriors. They cut this to 9. Cut this single digits. Second free throw is good. Josie Ammons able to put it both in. Christian Academy in a full court press. Gets the ball into Addie Smith. Addie dribbles up the sideline. Just gets right by the trash. She gets too quick, too strong with the ball. Trainer, looks like Christian Academy looking to foul, but no one really wanted to foul. Back to Addie Smith. Addie with that hot mishandled. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they missed that kick call. Carly Stevens clearly kicked the ball. And it kind of almost a soccer play, kicked it to herself and able to go on the other end. The ball ends up out of bounds. Inbounds to Jones. Jones being guarded there by Trainer. Jones into the lane, no good. And she's going to get her own rebound and put it back in, but no good. Honor gets it into Addie Smith. That's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on 4. That's going to be on Carly Stevens. Coach Drury did not like that blockout call. That's one of those disadvantages of Trainer just being so small that it's not real hard to go up over top of her and get that ball. But to be fair, Jones isn't very big either. Jones is just 5'4". Addie Smith's first free throw is no good. But Coach Drury did not like that call. 44-38, and not quite the fourth quarter that I was expecting here. Addie Smith's second free throw is good. Eastern able to extend to 7. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We will stay right here. 2:14 to play. I imagine Coach Drury saying we just got to keep pressure on the ball, make sure we know where Jones is, and we're not just going to let her get an open look. Got to make sure that we're helping off of everyone. That just Stevens isn't going to just go to the rim as much as she wants. Got to know where that drive is, know where your help side is. And I think you just play solid D. Offensively, I think you just got to go. Be strong with the ball. They're going to come fouling at us. And we got to put in free throws. We've done a nice job of that this game. This quarter, we're 1 for 4 from the line. That's our weakest quarter. Everything else has been pretty solid. Not been a weakness of the Musketeer team. So we'll see if they can't finish this out. But as I kind of said to start this quarter, Christian Academy got a little life, hit back-to-back threes, cuts this down into single digits, and all of a sudden they feel like they've got a lot of life, and they've controlled pretty much most of this quarter. Eastern staying in their full-court press. Jackson on the inbound, gets it into Stevens in the corner. Back to Jackson. Gets trapped up there top, back to Stevens. Stevens throws it over top to Jones. Secondary really not anywhere. Jones finds it. It's going to be Stevens for 3, no good. That's going to be a rebound there by Burton. Great block out there by Sydney Burton. And we just crossed the 2-minute mark. 1:54 to play. Ball's going to be out of bounds off the foot. It looks like for Christian Academy. Trainer looking inbound. 45-38. Inbound to Avery Smith. Gets it back to Trainer. Jones been a little aggressive there on the ball. I think that's going to be her 4th. That could be big for Christian Academy if she's able to pick up her 5th foul. Willie Cheats, she's been their go-to pretty much this whole game. Trainer's going to go line for 2. Hopefully we can extend this out, get this up to 9. Bailey's first free throw up is good. And Bailey's had a really nice free throw percentage most of her career. I do not know what that is. I'd have to look that one up. Very solid. He had a really nice touch in that mid-range game. Second one was also good. Sends it to 9. Eastern on top, 47-38. Christian Academy goes over the top. That's going to be Trainer with a steal. Kind of a weak pass. They're going to get it back out to Addie Smith, being guarded there by Carly Stevens. High ball screen there. They get it into nice recognition there by Addie Smith. Finds Burton. Burton's first one was so good. Burton works to get her own rebound and able to put the second one in. 49-38. Minute 20 to play. That's going to be a timeout, Christian Academy. I thought she stepped up. I thought that was going to be something's going to be huge for us. That is going to be a full timeout. We're going to cut for a quick commercial break. We will be right back. Last minute 20, Lady Musketeer basketball here on WSOM.
Move over, Turkey. It's Chicken Month at your Salem and Southern Indiana McDonald's. We're celebrating our favorite chicken items and pairings all month long with unmissable value and bold new flavors. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? At McDonald's, they both come with savings. Grab a $5 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles extra value meal and an $8 10-piece chicken McNuggets extra value meal for a limited time. National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day, only on November. 9. Celebrate National Fried Chicken Day by scoring a $2 McCrispy sandwich, available for one day, exclusively through the McDonald's app. And be sure and get your chicken sauced up with new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Add our new Buffalo Ranch sauce to any order, or grab a Buffalo Ranch snack wrap, Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich, and Deluxe Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich. Stop by Salem McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or before and after the basketball games this winter. At McDonald's, we're loving it.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. The Lady Musketeers with a 49-38 advantage. Minute 20 to play. Again, looking to close out this contest. I knew Christian Academy would be ready, but the second half, they've really come ready to play. The first half was really all Musketeers, but this second half, Christian Academy really taking care of business. I think we won by 1 in that third quarter, but we're down quite a bit in this fourth quarter as far as just by quarter. Carly Stevens, that's going to find Ammons on the backside. She's going to fire, no good. Rebound there by Burton. Burton's going to get fouled there by Macy Jackson. She's going to go line for 2. And Christian Academy is in the bonus. At this point, I think if we put the free throws away, we're going to be able to put this one away cleanly. Eastern with that 11-point advantage. It's, again, sitting Burton at the line. Burton's first free throw up is no good. She's not a lot of legs in that one. Just really kind of stiff legs. She's got to use a little bit of legs in that one just to get that thing up over the rim. Really short on that one, so I'm sure she's tired. She's put a lot of minutes in tonight. Burton's second free throw up is good. Carly Stevens getting trapped. Goes back to Jackson. Jackson back to Stevens. Getting trapped out top. Throws it over the top to Jones. Jones gets it down to Ammons. Ammons going to get an easy 2. Addie Smith dribbling up the sideline. She's going to go right by pretty much everybody. Gets it out to Burton. Burton out to Bailey Trainer. Trainer Addie Smith, 40 seconds to play. Out to Burton. Coach Casey is screaming for them to foul, and I don't know. Carly Stevens was trying to foul. She looked like she tried to foul Addie Smith once. They didn't call that one. They got it to Burton, and Ammons was right on her, and coach was yelling, foul, foul, foul. The ref might have given that one because I don't know that Ammons actually fouled her. Burton's going to go back to the line for 2. And the first one is good. First one is good. Eastern 51-40. 34 seconds here to play. Looking to take care of this game here in this fourth quarter. Second one is also up as good. And Coach Drury's going to take a 30-second timeout just to go back. Hey, this is one of those situations you're telling the girls, hey, no fouls, no silliness, right? Take your time on the inbounds. I'm sure the Christian Academy still has another timeout. You have a score in from the Salem Tailgate. Salem victorious over the Bailey Rams, 45-43. So congratulations to them, able to get their second win of the season. Again, Eastern on top 52-40 right now. I'm trying to get Coach Drury telling you guys just be strong with the ball. They're looking to come get a strip, come get a steal. Again, be strong. Nothing silly here. Again, if you get the ball down, the clock is running. I think Coach she has absolutely blown it here. The clock operator has let the clock run on accident, and I don't think she has any idea that the clock is running. She has no clue what just happened. At some point in there, she started running the clock. It should be 34 seconds. 34 seconds. 34. Sorry, I just announced that one. It should have been right at 34 seconds. I think that's what I just said. The clock operator had accidentally hit the button and ended up let it run down for like 6 seconds. They are making that correction. They are going to put 34.8 up there. So good call by the officials, making sure that they're just on top of things. That's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Eastern in a man-to-man press, kind of stand back. We're going to get into Ammons. Ammons to Jackson. Jackson looking for Jones. Jones looking for something. Then guarded well there by Trainer. Over to Stevens. Stevens fires for three, kind of a deep three. Going to be rebounded there by Avery Smith. Gets out their sister inside 20 seconds. Eastern out by 12, and I think Christian Academy says, hey, that's going to be it. And that looks like that is going to be the ball game. Maddie Smith just dribbling it out. Charlie Smith is killing her not to finish this one out. And Eastern is going to be victorious, 52-40 over the Christian Academy Warriors. Really just a fantastic contest. We're going to cut to a couple quick commercials. We'll be right back with some thoughts on tonight's game. I'll try to make it brief. I'm sure there are other places you guys got to get to tonight. So we'll be right back.
Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, boneless or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic knots, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
And we're back here at Eastern High School again. Lady Musketeers victorious 52-40 over the Christian Academy Warriors. Lady Musketeers will cut to 5-0. The Christian Academy will fall to 2-5. Again, a very good contest tonight. Christian Academy came out with everything they with everything, especially at the end of that game. And really, I think at one point had it to 8. Really. Thinking that they've got a shot here. They did beat us there in that fourth quarter, 12-10. So really able to take care of some things. So definitely some things to build off of. They have not had an easy schedule here in their first 7 games. I think they're going to be a good strong team in 1A as they compete throughout the season. So again, best of luck to them as they progress through their season. For Christian Academy, Carly Stevens ended up with 12. Rachel Jones ended up with 24, and then that's going to be Josie Ammons ended up with 4 there in the fourth quarter for a total of 40 points. My hats off to both Stevens and Jones, both just really nice, solid players. Jones, just a freshman. I know she's going to have a really bright future ahead of her. Got a quick release, really gets into the lane well. Stevens gets into the lane well. once if they can find some post presence, maybe a little bit, I think they're going to be a good, strong team in the next few years. For Lady Musketeers, again, a very balanced attack. Bailey Trainer with 4. Sydney Burton with a game high 17. Addie Smith with 13. Katie Honor with 11. Avery Smith with 4. And Bailey Robbins with 3. Again, it's kind of been 3 or 4 girls in double figures pretty much every night for the Musketeers, and tonight is no different. Really did a nice job from the free throw line tonight, especially there in that second half. I think we've got, I guess we do have 5 misses there in the second half. Overall, again, that was one of the things we were able to just finish, especially there in that fourth quarter, able to just kind of put it away, making sure that 10-point lead stayed 10, 12, 14, and able to finish up at 12. Sure that they got a quick turnaround. Saturday night, we are going to Brownstown. Brownstown is in the top 10 in the class this year. I'm sure that they're going to be ready to come out and play. So it's going to be a former Mid-Southern Conference opponent. These are the games that you kind of play for, so that you get ready for the tournament. You want to play the best teams. You want to play the strongest teams. And I'm sure that our girls are. Hey, this is a challenge. We got to come out and play well, and try to stay unbeaten. To go to 7-0, we're going to have to go up to Brownstown and play well. Got a little sloppy there in that second half tonight, but really first half we're able to take care of business. So we'll kind of see what kind of a game plan we're going to have going up there. Probably not going to be able to go up there and press just like we have been able to in some of our games. Brownstown's going to be a little bit more disciplined, probably a little bit stronger. So again, that's going to be it for us tonight. Lots of stuff happening on WSLM. We kind of ran through some of that. Games tomorrow. Got the high school basketball, college basketball, college football going on tomorrow night. I think Salem's in action tomorrow night. West Washington and Eastern's going to play tomorrow night. So you got all kinds of sports. Anything you could possibly look at, or anything you kind of want is going to be on there for WSLM. That is going to be it for tonight. Again, Lady Musketeers victorious 52-40 over the Christian Academy Warriors. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We will see you guys back tomorrow night with the boys game, and then Saturday night we'll be at Brownstown with the girls game. That's been Jake John Hainsmeyer, Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLM.